souls, welcome back. It's your girl Princess Leah 888, and we are here for our final reading for February All Signs, part 3 for TEA+TAROT Tuesday. We are on the signs of Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Beloveds, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like button on your way in or out and subscribe to my Vibe Tribe if you would like to be a part of us as we are healing the heart of the Divine Masculine and the Sacred Feminine through conscious love. But if you are also a returning family or friend, welcome back, beloved. Let's dive in. We have a big energy tonight. I got my tea. This is a new tea. It's not mine. But I do love this brand, Numi. They do not sponsor this video yet, but I love them. They are a sibling company, and they are beautiful. They just give back, and every tea that you buy, they give back to help women and children with creating their lives to build for their future, which I really love. This is a really delicious calm floral tea, which is a butterfly pea tea, rose and lavender. I really like it. I mixed it with my berry mint chamomile. If you are ever interested, if you do not know this about me, I do handcraft my own fruit-infused herbal tea. So if you ever wanted to book a tea and tarot soul session with me, you do get a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea. Something I'm working on my website, and booking calendar is under construction right now, but we will get that going for 2026. Speaking of which, happy Lunar New Year and eclipse. This is a big time. We have a big energy of completion here with the lunar eclipse, ending the Aquarius season, and 222 on the clock, aligning us with our authentic self. Why is this? Because we are now closing out the year of the snake. We have closed out the year of the snake, which has been a year of shedding, taking those steps to shed everything that is not in alignment with our truest and highest good, and moving into the fire horse, which is of passion and excitement and movement. So if you've been feeling stagnant, if you've been feeling like over this last year, because we have been shedding things that are everything that is false, outdated, and expired, then it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because we are now starting to take the momentum. We are now starting to move into this momentumous year. On top of that, not to mention the to add to that that passionate fire horse, we have Saturn that just moved into Aries for the first time in 30 years. Saturn's return. 333 on the clock, okay? We are co-creating our true self, our highest purpose. Heaven on earth is what I'm hearing, as above, so below, okay? And that happened on Friday the 13th. We also have Neptune in Aries after 160 years. So this is huge as well. Today not only marks the Lunar New Year and eclipse, this is also Saturn and Neptune both meeting at the 0-degree point. So we are at the 0-degree point right now, where anything is possible, where we are building from the ground up. We are making our own blueprints. And in Aries, which is the first of the zodiac, which is the fearless leader. Oh yeah, this is some beautiful energy of really stepping into our emperor and within ourselves, our own leader within ourselves. So if you are ready to get into this energy, the T for you, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn, make sure you're hitting that like button on your way in or out. Make sure you're subscribed to my Vibe Tribe so we can continue to heal the heart of the Divine Masculine, the Sacred Feminine through conscious love. We are going to get into the energy for the divine feminine, for all signs, the divine masculine, and messages from spirit. Okay, I'm actually really excited to read tonight because as this energy is so grand and so intense, this is really forcing us to really take a step back, and it can be a lot. It can be a lot as we're shifting some of our biggest, most life-changing outer planets and moving into this new territory that maybe we've never moved before. So, as we are, I'm hearing as we are recovering almost from the year of the snake hangover, all that shedding that we've been doing, we're still in that midst of grieving all that we are letting go. The past self, the past life, our past versions, outdated cycles and loops and karmic ties. And now, though we are moving in and are in this year of the horse, fire horse, the momentum is like a train. It takes a bit for a train to get going, right? So we're in this space where we are coming from halt, coming from shed, coming from complete release. I don't know about y'all, but last night my son and I did a very big um, eclipse. We like to do our eclipse intentions where we set our intentions of the things we want to release. I mean, we usually do this through the full moon and we burn it so it can, transmute into the ethers. This time what we did was, because the eclipse, we said, what is it that we want to eclipse out of our life for good? And then we wrote a list of those things. And then we wrote a list of what are things that we want to eclipse instead. So that was beautiful. And what we did, we cut that list in half from what we're eclipsing out, and the things that we wanted to eclipse out, we did go ahead and burn, and we let that, because of Aquarius, the air sign, we let the paper turn into, smoke or soot, and just let it, burn into the air, and we blew it into the air. And we released those things, whatever, all the things that were outside of us, things that are not authentic to us. Okay, that's what this eclipse is asking us. That's what Neptune and Saturn and Aries are not asking. They ain't asking, because this is not a quiet change. They are transforming. They're almost forcing you if you're not letting yourself do it willingly. So it might as well flow into the path of least resistance and allow yourself to go down that stream to release the things you need. I threw away the last 10 years of my journals. That's a big thing for me. I mean, I'm a big journaler. This whole thing was filled with journals. I have so many. And I just said, you know what? Chuck it in the fucking bucket. I'm ready to release. I got baptized for the first time in 20 years. My son got baptized for the first time in his life. This is a huge thing. I deactivated all of my social media, except for obviously YouTube, because your girl's got to get on here for her Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. But the reason why I'm telling you all of this, the reason why we're 9 minutes in and we haven't gotten to the cards yet, is because this is the momentum. This is the shift. This is the change. This is what's going to be happening in the collective for February and on now, that we've been building up to. There is no more going back. This is a brand new book. This is not a chapter, beloveds. The story, the movie has ended and we are in the sequel now, okay? It's not the next scene of the movie. Now, what are you writing? What are you beginning? What are you allowing in? And what are you no longer continuing on in your life anymore? So I love this energy. I think it's really beautiful. It's super powerful, but it's also extremely intense. So if you need to rest or drink lots of water or go outside and earth and get in nature, if you need to take lots of baths or showers, take Epsom salt baths and showers, just so that you can continue to cleanse and clear. You're probably having some weird dreams. I'm sweating a lot. I'm always sweating a lot. But, That is your body's uh, nervous system regulating to this new frequency. And so that is why it's so important that we take time to quiet our mind, to go within, to even maybe silence our phones, put it on D&D, maybe even turn it off for a couple hours, right? Maybe deactivate your social media for a little bit. Even if it is, I'm stir crazy. I just deactivated it last night. Like, I'm like, who wants to talk? Like, I gotta get on my tea and tarot. Like, I might have to do free tarot readings just because I love doing. I'm always on my social media on Instagram or TikTok, Princess Leah 888, which you can't find me right now, but you will one day when I get back. You know, I'm always loving to post these things, but I need it. I found myself way too caught up, 11:11 on the clock, not in alignment. I was getting out of alignment with myself. That's why I had to turn off the social media. I had to go within. I had to unplug so that I can recharge. So, if that is where you're at too, then join me on this journey. Or let me know if that's something that you would ever want to. Something that you've ever done. What was that like for you if you have ever done that before? But until then, let's go ahead and get started with the energy for the Divine Feminine. We're going to get into the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine, and messages from Spirit for Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn tonight. So let me know how you guys are doing. And Divine Feminine, Scorpio, let's get started, shall we? This is my second take at this because the vibes it was kind of wonky and all over. And so we're gonna take two. And then I tried to turn on my YouTube on my on my TV to put on a little background meditation, and it signed me out. That is Mercury in something. Mercury's about to go retrograde on the 26th, so we are in the pre-shadows of Mercury retrograde. So yeah, Mercury rules over communication, transportation, technology, things like that, and Mercury's in Pisces as well. I have a Mercury in Pisces. I was born during a Mercury retrograde in Pisces, so for me, when everyone else slows down, it's good for me because I'm always in a slowdown mode where I feel like the world is moving much faster at a pace than I can keep up with. So I enjoy Mercury retrograde, especially in Pisces. So we can tap into our higher intuition. And it's conjunct with the North Node. Venus is also in Pisces as well. So Scorpio, you are the other water sign of the bunch. That's your sister sign. And Divine Feminine, you got the lovers out here for the month of February. We did just have that Valentine's weekend. I hope everyone was enjoying their beloveds and themselves, because you saw that lovers card is about looking in the mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. That's what I'm hearing right now for you, Divine Feminine Scorpio. I'm asking him to make a change. Sometimes I channel as an intuitive artist and healer as well. I will channel from songs, so those lyrics might also resonate with you. But this strongest energy is going to be this Queen of Swords for you, Divine Feminine Scorpio. And however you are listening, tuning in, if you are feminine, if you consider yourself divine feminine or masculine, it's not about gender. We all carry the feminine and masculine energy within us. So take it as it resonates. But if you're listening as a divine feminine or for a divine feminine, see it as it is for yourself. And whatever doesn't resonate, that's okay. Leave it for someone else. I like this Queen of Swords energy, though, because this is all about discernment. So this month, you are learning how to look at yourself in the mirror, love yourself, and see the reflection of yourself. I'm hearing in your lover, and see the reflection of your lover in yourself. And that's helping you with being able to balance your mind and your heart, your practical with your emotional. And I'm hearing Pisces and Virgo axis, because the Pisces north node causes the Virgo south node. And that south node is that Virgo, that earth, grounding, but also can be around, paying attention to detail. But if you are too much into your detail, Virgo, you can get a little bit hyper fixated on detail into perfectionism. And I'm hearing finding that balance of spirituality and practicality, of feminine and masculine, of bringing your ideas and dreams in the cloud feminine, and planting it and grounding it into earth, into your masculine, and knowing how to balance that. Why? Because what you don't see is you're going on a trip, you're going on a adventure, you're on a mission. The path is wide open for you, even if you don't see the path paved out in front of you. You are trusting and following the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Lots of music is coming through. So somebody might be Scorpio feminine, you might be a singer, or maybe that is something that you've always loved, or just love music, and maybe these lyrics or that song. Obviously, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Kansas. Why am I missing The Wizard of Oz? Maybe you like the Wicked, the movie, but this Tower moment and the Three of Cups under here. So what you don't see, oh, and I love this, I have to show, because look at the rainbow talk, and we have the Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands, and I love when these come out, because it is like you go on a journey. You start off on this journey, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, so excited, hair swinging, la la la, and then you realize that this journey isn't always as it is cracked up to be. It's exhausting. Like, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, battered, broken, and bruised, but you are still standing. You are not stopping. So right now, Scorpio, after this year of the snake has shed, I'm hearing has shed you dry, you are not giving up. You're not giving up on the mission that you started. You're not giving up on what you know is intended for you. You can see it. You may not even be able to see it fully. But what I'm hearing is faith is when you believe something so much so, you do not even need to see it to know that it's true. You believe it into seeing it. You got the rainbow with the tower coming out here too. So February might, if not already have been, will be, and this is giving me, this shedding energy. The things that had to shed, the things that you had to go through, the trials and tribulations that you had to go through that you did not want to give up on, divine feminine Scorpio, is leading you to justice and celebration with the Three of Cups. So you are finding, I feel like this is the mission that you're on, is to find your tribe. Your vibe tribe is what I'm hearing. Hey, that's what we do here at Princess Leah 888, is the vibe tribe, right? Healing the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine through conscious love. That's the vibe. That's the vibe we're on. That's the vibe we are trying to continue to be on with this balancing of scales. I'm hearing to find the righteous and justice for all. So don't worry about what is falling apart. Let those pieces crumble, because they are falling perfectly into place, is what I'm hearing. So that's really beautiful, okay? I hope that helps. Trust your discernment, trust yourself, trust your intuition. You know exactly what you need, divine feminine. I hope that helps. Give that video a thumbs up if you are resonating with that, if you like that message, divine feminine. So divine masculine, Scorpio. Let's see what this energy is like for you, divine masculine. I hope you guys can hear me okay, because I'm not seeing a lot of people, and usually when it's hard, usually a lot of people come in and out. Either the algorithms aren't, again, this could be the pre-shadows of Mercury retrograde, but my mic has been making weird crackling sounds in having a little bit of interference. Ooh, divine masculine, that's a message for you too, because you have this 9 of swords that is coming out for you, Scorpio, divine masculine. So maybe you are feeling really anxious about some interferences that might be coming in. Interferences is what I'm hearing as mental blockages, mental limiting beliefs. This anxiety that you might be feeling, Scorpio divine masculine, is very strong this month. Why? Because there's a lot of interference. And you have the Chariot card though. So what you don't see is that there is divine timing that's at play. Okay? The Chariot card, look, with the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Wands into that, okay? This is a time to not rush. Just like I was talking about earlier, this is a time to not rush, to not force, because you're coming into 4 of Wands, 11 gates to heaven of this beautiful union of celebration. This could be with the divine counterpart. This could be with your soul tribe, like divine feminine is here. 21:21 on the clock. So yes, timing is going to be very, very important right now. So don't worry about what you cannot see. Remember the faith that we were talking about, divine feminine. Divine masculine, same thing. You might be feeling a lot of interference that's happening right now that might be causing a lot of anxiety, or I'm hearing again, stinking thinking. It could be the interference of the gremlins, the interference of grief, the interference of toxic, old, addictive, mental thoughts that would come in, maybe from past people and making these agreements or judgments. But whatever the case is, it's interfering with this beautiful union that wants to come in. So what you need to do, divine masculine Scorpio, is you need to take a little bit of a step back and trust in divine timing, because you got the Hierophant here who is saying you are blessed. This union is ordainedly blessed. This union is blessed. I like the Hierophant with the 4 of Wands to Scorpio divine masculine, because this is giving like wedding, marriage. Now I'm not saying you're going to get married this month, Scorpio divine masculine, but what I'm saying is you don't have anything to worry about if you are on your way to this beautiful divine union, because it is already blessed and ordained in the heaven realms. And this is about Hierophant, new contracts, soul contracts. This is a soul contract that is written in the stars. Look, the Knight of Cups. So yes, an incoming. This is an offering, proposal that you don't see coming. So don't give up. What you don't realize is that you do have to die to the old. You do have to die to the stinking thinking. You do have to die to any kind of interfering, false, I'm hearing false expectations appearing real, right? The acronym of fear. False evidence appearing real. False, and I'm hearing false evidence like when your mind is spiraling and you start thinking all these things. Get out of your head. You got to die to these toxic, disempowering beliefs. The swords are of the mind. Okay? To die to the old so that you can move into this brand new. Look, it's a rose garden, divine masculine Scorpio. So God, I'm hearing God specifically, gracious, omnipresent, divine, has a very, 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 very beautiful and blessing for you. You just have to believe and not give up. Not give up. You just got to believe and not give up, okay? And I'm hearing rewire those limiting, disempowering beliefs, because that is interfering you from your blessings, from this beautiful partnership, from this divine union. I hope that helps, divine masculine. All right? Hit that like button if you do like it. Let's go. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you, collective Scorpio, for the Scorpio collective for February. King of Crystals here. Okay. Abundance, stability by following your heart. Okay. Justice and strength out here in reverse with the Knight of Swords. Okay. So you might be feeling a little bit scared to take this leap into this brand new portal, because you do have to jump off this and trust that everything that you're leaving behind is not going to be in vain, that you can truly let go of the past and take this leap into this brand new portal because it is made for you. So do not be afraid of whatever injustice came from the past. You are moving into brand new territory, and the strength is within you. You are stronger than you know, Scorpio. You are stronger than you know. So I hope that helps. Let's get our T formation for you, Scorpio, for the month of February. May this day be the day to lead us to peace, to happiness, and to joy. Amen. That is exactly what you need right now, Scorpio. It's going to be all right. Irie and be in faith, okay? I love you. I hope that helps. Now let's carry on to Saggies. My Sagittarius. My Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius, Divine Feminine. We'll start with at 26:45. I'm going to timestamp and put them in the comments below after this live, so you can always go back if you are listening. If you are wanting to hear the other signs that is not Scorpio, I said Sagittarius. Oh yeah, we're on Sagittarius. Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Capricorn. Then you can take a look at my Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. I might end up making a playlist for my All Sign series. I think I have an All Sign series playlist, so I need to add my Tea and Tarot Tuesday All Sign readings to that as well. But the most recent ones are going to be in my Tea and Tarot Tuesday playlist for February. So Sagittarius, Divine Feminine, we have the Page of Wands here in reverse, wanting to bring out, ooh, with the Knight of Wands flying out right here. How you gonna fall? How you gonna fall? All right. The Knight of Wands. I like how the growth is moving from the page to the knight. You are maturing. And I'm hearing maybe in your youth you were afraid to go on adventures, but now you're learning to embrace your adventures. And I'm hearing the adventures of your creativity with this book of poems that you've been carrying with you. Maybe you've always been a writer. And Sagittarius, Divine Feminine, again, going back to maybe that resonates with you when I shared that I threw away all of my journals for the last 10 years because I am ready to just let it all go. I don't need to hold on to the last 10 years of whatever energies I was holding on to. Anything that is needing to come with me now can come with me with what I have now, is what I'm hearing. You can't take it with you. So when you think about at the bottom, at the end of the day, the end of your life, now this isn't the Crone of Wands where she is, looking back on her life. This is the Knight of Wands where she is passionate and excited and ready to go with this fire horse energy. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I love it because you are saying, even if maybe you're doing some reverse psychology of, at the end of my life, what do I want to be remembered as? What do I want to make sure I do not regret? What do I want to realize I can't take with me? So I want to make sure that I enjoy right now. That is the passion of the wands, and that's going to pay off. That is going to work in your favor, Sagittarius, Divine Feminine. Why? Because what you don't see for February is 6 of Wands, which is victory, which is success, which is recognition from the right people. I'm hearing, look at this, I can't make it up. Lots of Wands. This is all you, Sag, Divine Feminine, all you. The growth, the maturity, the evolution. I wish I had that Page of Wands out now. because you're realizing maybe I've been afraid as a child to step into my authentic truth, to speak up on my desires, my passions, my curiosities, to maybe I have been afraid, or maybe I was told as a child to dim my light because my fire was too much for people. It was too bright, it was too hot, it was too intense, it was too loud, whatever the case is. But Sag, divine feminine, you're now saying, listen, I get to write my story, and if I want to turn it all the way up, I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn it all the way up, and nobody can stop me because I am evolving, and that is what's going to lead you to this success, this recognition. I'm actually even hearing, I love the horses here with this fire horse energy as they even point towards each other, direct towards each other, like an incoming, like they're coming into, an embrace. It's like, what's up, long lost bestie? Is that my bestie on a Tessie? Beep beep. Like, recognizing that as you, divine feminine Sagittarius, trust in your mission, trust in your passion, follow your passion. 1331, that reflection, what will reflect back to you is people are going to love that authentic passion. People are going to love that authentic fire and spice. So don't stop it, because that is the story. That's what's going to make your story. I love that. I hope that helps, because that's really beautiful. Not even to mention the Two of Wands under that, but we going to carry on to the divine masculine, but it's just all wands energy for you, Sag. And should be that way. None but wands for you, Sag. Let's see what the divine masculine Sagittarius for the month of February's energy is like. We have the Lovers. Look at that energy. That is beautiful. Divine masculine Sagittarius. Tell me more about this Lovers. Okay. With the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Very beautiful. What I'm hearing is this love, and now I'm hearing this love has taken its toll on me. But then I'm also hearing it's taken its toll because all this, outside interference, kind of going back to Scorpio masculine. Stand in your truth. Stand up for this love, even if people don't understand it, even if everyone else has their own opinion, Sagittarius masculine. Because what you are doing is you are building a legacy. And this legacy is for you and your family, your four walls. It does not matter what is going on within your four walls. That's you, your partner, your children, your dog, whoever is inside that home with you, that's your unit. You are building a legacy. You are building generational wealth, and you are recognizing that you're reflecting on the fact that you're reflecting on the depths of what has led you to desire an abundant legacy, an abundance of this family. Maybe is because as a child you just want to be happy, and you have all this, I'm hearing love, Leo energy, Sagittarius, fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You have always had this love, this bliss, this joy, and it could even be within this partnership. Maybe as a young child, Sagittarius masculine, you have always known that there was a beautiful bliss, a beautiful joy, a beautiful radiant sun around a soul partnership. And now you are reflecting on the fact that only you can build, you and your partner, only you and your partner and the family you are building is responsible for building. Okay, only you and what's inside these four walls, not all these other outside opinions. They don't have any say in what you are building, what kind of legacy you are creating. and co-creating. And that's why I like that you have the Hermit, because again, it goes back to the divine feminine of, reflecting back. You're seeing, I don't want to let these interferences, I don't want to let these outside influences try to keep me from building the wealth that I want to build with this soul partner. Because you have the Two of Cups and the Lovers that came out for February, Sag, divine masculine. So this is not only a soul contract that was written in the stars, but it is a blessed and ordained contract. Just like maybe you have, maybe you're Scorpio-Sag cusp, and or you have some Scorpio in your chart, or you're dealing with Scorpio. I don't know, but that energy for the divine masculine is very, very similar to this in its own way. But this is really beautiful energy. You are completing old cycles, getting out of lack mentality and moving into abundance. You're choosing to move into abundance regardless of what other people might be trying to say. If it's not about a relationship, it is about a soul contract that you know is for yourself. So serenity is coming through for the Sagittarius collective. Spirit is saying, and the Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Wow, look at those major arcanas. Yes. So you have nothing to worry about, Sagittarius, because justice is on your side. Divine is on your side. The wheels are spinning literally in your fortune. It is written in the stars for this justice to be served to you, divine masculine and feminine Sagittarius. Success and victory is in your wheel of fortune, okay? 10 of Pentacles of abundance and generational wealth and legacy is in your wheel of fortune, Sagittarius. So what you need to do right now, Spirit says, Saggies, is again pause, because we want to move forward now that we can feel this momentum, now that all this shedding is gone, but we're still in that void of releasing that kind of final grief of losing and letting go of all of those, that old. And before we can move into the new, we are being asked to take a beat, a breath, and ask for the serenity to accept the things that you cannot change. Because, like I said, this is something that you have been already dreaming about, something you've been dreaming about since childhood is what I'm hearing. This could be a nostalgia that goes back to that the Two of Cups with the Sun card for the divine masculine, the Lovers, and the 10 of Pentacles. You have wanted to build this legacy since you were a child, even maybe with this childhood lover, Sagittarius, and maybe even a past life is what I'm hearing. So don't give up. You get to write the story. The book is in your hand. The pen is in your hand. The wand is in your hand. Success and victory is yours. And look, we have the exact same, of all the T formations I could have grabbed, the exact same T formation for you that we have for Scorpio. So this is definitely, you might be cross-watching. But there's definitely strong Scorpio influence on this too. So if you feel called back, take a look. This says, may this day be the day to lead us to peace, to happiness, and to joy. Amen, Ashe. Love it. So I hope that resonates, hits with your spirit, Sag. Hit that like button if it do. And let's carry on to Capricorn, and we will call it a night. Making good time. So, Capricorn, let me get my timestamp, 39. All right. 20 seconds. Capricorn, divine feminine. Sun, moon, rising, or north node, stellium, 7th house, 1st house, whatever, wherever Capricorn is in your chart. We all have a 10th house. Divine feminine, for the month of February here, we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. Where are you going that you are blocking, I'm hearing? blocking yourself to be able to go. Not quite ready to go yet. Maybe you're feeling a little stagnant perhaps. I see the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Look at that, beautiful. Divine Feminine, Capricorn. So you are trying to decide this month which is the best path for you. And I'm also hearing the path of least resistance, especially when you have all these options to choose from. You want to make sure that you're choosing the healthiest option, the highest one that's in your best interest for your greatest and highest good. And I'm hearing that you want to, I don't know why I felt like I need to fix my head wrap for that there, but maybe you feel like you need to, fix your crown a little bit before you take this choice, make this choice, because you want to make sure that it's the right choice, Capricorn. Capricorn, why? Because this choice I'm hearing could be a make or break dependent factor on how you build your legacy. Wow, that is a big choice. And you don't want to make the wrong choice because you feel like you have made the wrong choice in the past with the Five of Cups of grief. But if you look here, you have that Two of Cups behind you, standing. So I'm hearing, Sag, don't worry about the cups that have spilled. Or I said Sag, but Capricorn, Divine Feminine, don't worry about the cups that have spilled. Those are the cups of the past. Those are the cups that you have shed in the year of the snake. And now you have these Two of Cups of partnership to build this divine legacy and generational wealth with, if you so choose. I'm seeing Taurus energy with the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight in the deck. It takes a long time to get here. That's why you want to make sure that you're making the right choice. Capricorn, I don't blame you. You are a very responsible sign. You are the father of the zodiac, is what I like to call Capricorns, because you're very responsible, ruled by Saturn, which is the father of the planet, saying, I want to make the right choice. That's why I'm taking forever to choose Capricorn, Divine Feminine, because I want to make sure that when I choose, it is forever. It is forever. It is unshakable. Will not breakable. So go within. Maybe you need to take a bath to reflect, to meditate, so that you can enjoy this adventure. But I'm seeing with this Page of Wands, whatever you are choosing, make sure that it is based on enjoying this journey. The most important thing about these choices that you can make is if you are going to enjoy the journey. Choose the path of the most fun, is what I'm hearing. The path of pleasure, the path of excitement, the path of adventure, just like the curiosities you would have when you're a child, going to grandma's house on an adventure, right? Just going in your backyard and you're in a whole different world. That is the kind of hunt for confirmation. That is the kind of adventure that you want to take, Capricorn. Because sometimes, Capricorn, you can make life so serious. And we're saying, even especially when you're making these choices, and you want to make sure you make the right choice and it takes forever, it doesn't have to be so serious. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You got the Lovers, and see, choose from the space of love. Capricorn, Divine Feminine. Choose from the space of adventure, of deliciousness, of pleasure. That's what's going to take you on the right path that will lead you to security, stability, abundance, and generational wealth. Welcome on, Mama Nia. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. It's just you and me tonight. We're going to have a good time. And whoever is in the future that is going to join us. But this is beautiful energy, Capricorn. This has been a beautiful reading for everyone. Honestly, I really like this energy that we have going on here. It makes a lot of sense. Capricorn, one last thing as I going into the Divine Masculine. You are a very traditional sign too. So again, that makes sense, Feminine, why you want to make sure everything that you choose, you want it to be right. You want it to be long lasting, because I'm hearing you want to move through life kind of in that traditional sense, like the first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes baby in the baby carriage. That's what I'm hearing, Cap, that you might be trying to feel right now. is that the right choice for me? Or is it something else? Is it a career? Is it, I want to build my pentacles first. I want to build my empire, my queendom before I, you know, um, build this legacy with my divine masculine. However that is for you, you know the truth. You know what it is that you need, but choose it from a place of love. Look in the mirror and reflect on where is the joy, the love, the pleasure, the excitement, the passion, the adventure. That's where you want to move in divine masculine. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse for February. So let's talk about it. What are you afraid to offer? What are you afraid to? There's that the love, cup of love. Maybe you're afraid of some sort of rejection, perhaps. But don't worry, because divine is here, clearing the path. Rejection is God's protection, okay? So if you are afraid to be rejected of any kind of incoming offering of love, Capricorn divine masculine, don't even worry, because if it is a rejection, it wasn't for you in the first place. It's a redirection so that you can come into a more harmonious and balanced situation. And this is of the pentacles, which is of the earth, which is of your material, the yin yang here. You have to understand how to balance this energy of offering without the fear of rejection, because that's keeping you stagnant from this beautiful Empress, from receiving the abundance, receiving that's Empress energy, attracting in all this wealth, all this divine beauty. And also, maybe even a divine masculine, or I'm sorry, divine feminine, divine masculine, Capricorn. What you don't see, though, is when you do find balance and harmony, this yin yang here in your earthly, material, physical realm. Maybe it's a work-life balance. Maybe it's I'm hearing work-life harmony. It could be something like that. It could be the balance between a relationship and children, relationship and work, relationship and self. But when you find that balance, when you temper and alchemize all that energy of fear of rejection, of fear of it not working out, that's when you become the master manifester, when you're able to alchemize and attract all this deliciousness. And the Empress is never afraid of lack. The Empress is do you hear me? The Empress is never afraid of lack. She is never afraid. Look at her. She is full. She's literally pregnant with abundance. Fertile with creation. Don't block your blessings, divine masculine. Capricorn. Walk by faith, not by sight. Because everything that is meant for you will never leave you. Wheel of Fortune cannot bypass you, okay? Not unless you keep doing this. And then it's going to try to find its way to find you again. But the more you keep doing this, the more you're going to keep finding yourself in this. But if you keep on keeping your heart open and letting the things that need to burn away, that is not in alignment, then you can finally find the confidence to move in this space of romance, love, whatever kind of emotional fulfillment that you are trying to offer to whomever or to yourself, to life. So I hope that helps. That's really beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you, Capricorn Divine Collective. Really beautiful energy. I hope that helps. Is that if it's resonating, make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you are subscribed already to my Vibe Tribe if you aren't already. On your way in or out. For my future viewers, thank you for being here. Mercury is doing all sorts of the mostest right now, not letting anybody know that I'm going live, but also my first live take was a mess, so maybe that's why YouTube's not telling anybody that I'm here, but that's okay. It's just the intimacy is what is needed, and who needs to hear this is who needs to hear this. Divine Mass or Collective for Capricorn, we have the Queen of Wands. Yes, move in confidence. Move in confidence. Why, Capricorn? Because you already know what you want, is what I'm hearing. You already really know what you need to guide, like how you need to move. But there's a lot of, yeah, lots of queen energy, lots of feminine energy. So what is needed is more, I'm hearing throat, third eye, crown, that you need to tap into, because that is how you will pull in and attract. Have compassion for the path that you are on. Have compassion for what you just shed out of with that year of snake energy. Have compassion and discernment with the Queen of Swords. Look at that. Trust in your head and your heart, but find the balance, right? Remember the balance. The balance to know how to move forward, when to move forward, how to receive, when to build. Honk for confirmation. But most importantly, move with compassion and loving compassion for yourself, divine. Capricorn, collective, feminine and masculine. You have such beautiful Empress and feminine energy. Maybe you have a lot of feminine influences in your life, grandmothers, mothers, sisters, aunties that have helped raise you, to help teach you how to, come and tap into that attractive, receptive, creative being that you are. And if not, I'm hearing you have some beautiful feminine ancestors that are guiding you and are on your shoulders and lifting you up on their shoulders that you don't know. 10 generations back is what I'm hearing, are lifting you up on their shoulders so that you can lift up 10 generations in the future. That's really beautiful. You know what you need, is what I'm hearing. That's why the discernment is up. You know. Trust. You are clearing the way. So let's see what I did. Spirit, I looked at this. I looked underneath this. The Knight of Cups here, underneath the Queen of Swords. That is why you're being asked to use your discernment, to take a pause, because you know what your heart is asking for. So ask for the serenity to accept what you cannot change, and the courage to change what you can. That is Queen of Wands discernment energy, the wisdom to know the difference of what is it that your heart and your mind is calling, the spiritual and practical, the Pisces and Virgo, the North Node, South Node axis, knowing how to take your ideas and ground it into this earth, knowing how to follow your heart, but also move in a practical, with a practical plan. I hope that makes sense, because that was good tea. Like that video, if that was good tea for you too. Now, Capricorn, your final message for February is, this is so good. Let your thoughts give hope, guidance, and upliftment to all. What we just say? Everything. Let your thoughts give hope, guidance, and upliftment to all. I'm hearing I come as one, I stand as 10,000 by Maya Angelou. Really beautiful. Very beautiful energy. I really like it. And yeah, I'm going to leave that here. If this message was a message that resonated with you, hit that like button for me. If you want to be a part of my Vibe Tribe, where we are healing the heart of the Divine Masculine and the Sacred Feminine through conscious love, definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so whenever I am going live. I truly, truly hope that this conversation was a good one and that you were able to hear me okay, that it wasn't all messed up with the mic and interference, because I know when Mercury is in the pre-shadows of retrograde and is doing all these things, is going to do all its things. So hopefully this came through all right and you got to hear what you needed. And until next time, beautiful beloveds, I'll catch you in the next moon. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.